Well, hello YouTube. Welcome back to the Daily Life. Today is Friday, January 24th, and we're beginning to pull out of the deep freeze. First of all, if you're wondering, who is this fellow that's hosting the Daily Life today? Well, I assure you, it is none other than Tom Johnson. You're the star of this show and your host for this episode of Daily Life. The reason you may have asked yourself, who is this fellow that's hosting Daily Life today, is because you've never seen me in this suit before. This is a new suit. It's not a new suit. It's new to you. It's actually an older suit than my black suit, and it's been kicking around for a while. And I thought, hey, let's treat Daily Life viewers to a special treat and put on a different suit. So I got my gray suit on today for this, what I hope will be a very exciting and entertaining episode the Daily Life. Now, as I consult my list for today, I do find out, and I can announce to you, that the topic is chores. Today we're talking about chores. Now, I'm doing this as a live tape show, and I'm actually doing this on Friday. Sometimes I tape on the weekend and then air it during the week. This has actually just been taped at 1:30 in the afternoon, and I got up this morning and I did some chores. Now, what are these chores? Now, chores, they're I mean, everybody hates them. If you're a person that likes chores, you should be in the cleaning business, because that's what they do. I do not like chores. Chores such as getting groceries. Did that yesterday, actually. Cleaning your house or your room or your workspace, getting your car repaired, vacuuming, which I guess falls under cleaning in general, dusting, straightening, doing laundry. Straightening, I mean just straightening up, things like that. Paying bills, going to the cash machine. These are all chores, and people are involved in them to various degrees. Now, if you're a real star, not a star like me. I mean, I call myself a star, but I am a star, but it's fairly small scale. Real stars, like I'm talking the likes of George Clooney or Tom Hanks, Colin Hanks. By the way, before I go any further, I got to give a shout out. A couple of people a couple of days ago, this would be I guess on Wednesday, said I looked like Colin Hanks. And the lady who was talking to me said, "You look like Colin Hanks." And I said, I kind of did like a take it back like that, and I said, "I look like who?" I didn't know who Colin Hanks was. And she said, "Colin Hanks, the actor." And I said, "Oh, you mean Tom Hanks?" No, I guess this is his son or his relative of some sort. And she said, "No, you look like Colin Hanks. Google him." And I didn't have my computer, so another person that I was standing there Googled, and they said, "Put your head by the computer." So this is the computer screen. Oh, camera. Which way am I going here? This is the computer screen. Wow. Everything's backwards when you're talking into a camera. So I mean, this is on the left side of the screen here. This is left. This is my right. Anyway, so the computer screen's here, and they said, "Now put your head by the computer screen, like this." And then they said, "Smile." And I smiled, and they were like, "My goodness, you look exactly like Colin Hanks." And and I said, "Really? I've never even heard of him till now." So there you go. Maybe that should have been my alias, Colin Hanks. But it's not. I'm Tom Johnson. Anyway, chores. So actors such as Colin Hanks do not have to do chores. They simply don't. Now you might ask yourself, why? Well, that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to tell you why. Because they have lots of money and fame and fortune. And people like that do not have to do chores because they get people to do them for them. For example, I'm going to take somebody who's been in the news a lot recently, Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber is a Canadian. I happen to not be able to stand Justin Bieber, but hey, personal opinion. Now, he has people to do chores for him. He has a security detail, and he has people who do chores. And I'm sure he has lots of other people, but he has a staff. He gets away with this because he's rich. And he pays people to vacuum and dust and shop. But that doesn't mean I like him. I hate Justin Bieber. But anyway, yesterday yesterday was Thursday, and I know yesterday I talked about getting up, and that can be a chore in itself, you know. I mean, today I was going to get up at 8, and I got up at 9. Why did I do that? Well, because it's the weekend for me. And I didn't feel like getting up as early as I should have. I mean, now it's almost 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and I still haven't done anything today. But I did decide to do daily life, because it's important. Sure is. It's as important as anything else I do. That's saying something. How'd you all like that 50th anniversary special last week, by the way? That was a fun time, wasn't it? Yes, it certainly was. I had a fun time. It's occurring to me now that this is the 55th episode of Daily Life on YouTube. Yes, it sure is. Hair's getting longer again, so I'm going to get to go cut in a few weeks. I'm reminded of high school. This is a lock. This is not a talk about high school, but in high school you have to do chores because you live at home. If you live away at university or you have your own place, you can let your chores slide. Parents tend to be pretty iffy about chores. They're like, you better clean your room. You're not getting in the car on Friday night. Take your girlfriend up to the lake. I'm not spending some time on air trying to open my old high school lock. And apparently I've forgotten the combination because it's not opening. But as I do this, I shall continue to talk about chores. Keeping your locker clean is a chore in itself. Lockers get messy. I knew lots of people in high school who had really messy lockers. And this lock is starting to piss me off, by the way. I know the combination's right. I guess I'm not putting it in right. Don't have my glasses or contacts in, so that could be a problem. But right, keeping your locker clean is a chore, because you got school books, you got probably an extra shit of shoes. An extra set of shoes. Who knows what people have in their lockers? There would be some stuff that I would put in my locker, and I wouldn't even know it was there until June. I leave it there all year. And then I go to clean out my locker in June, and Bob's your uncle. I've been trying at this for a couple minutes now, and I still can't get my old high school lock open. That really pisses me off. Don't you hate it when you try to do something like this and you can't do it? It just enrages you. Finally, got it open. Just to show you that I can still get my old high school lock open. Now that was a chore in itself, getting my old high school lock open. I remember the combination. I'm not going to announce it to you on air because that would be stupid. Then if I go to a gym, I don't go to gyms, and I use my lock, my gym locker, you'd be able to get into it. Public service message. Did a show on public service messages. Always reset your lock to 0. I don't know if you can see it on camera here, but the numbers go up to 60, technically 59. You should always reset your lock to 0. It can be a chore. Okay, that's all the time we have for this week. I do hope you have enjoyed this week's episodes of The Daily Life. We'll be back on Monday, January 27th, with an episode on dating sites. It's going to be a fun time. Enjoy the warm-up as we exit the deep freeze for one day with snow, and then we'll be back. I don't know why I gave a weather report there, but we'll see you on Monday. Have a great weekend, folks.